Melisha Christian?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant, Dory Greer,
Yes.
for $3,000 you say she owes you for an illegal eviction, penalties for cutting your utilities off for 13 days,
Yes.
and illegal entry.
Yes.
And I understand that you were renting a room from the defendant, correct?
That is correct.
How much were you paying to rent that room?
$325 a month.
So just so I'm clear, you were paying $325 a month in rent, and you paid a $325 security deposit.
That is correct.
To rent the room.
Yes.
And is this a house, ma'am?
This is a house.
How
This
many
is my
bedrooms are in the
grandparents'
house?
house. Yes,
Okay.
3-bedroom, single-family house.
And you were renting rooms to various people
Yes, I was 2 people exactly.
during the time that she lived there?
Yes.
Okay, and I just want to be clear on the dates. You moved in on March 15th,
Yes.
2016, and you moved out at the end of May.
That is correct.
She said you didn't pay any rent the last month of May. You say she cut the utilities off and tried to illegally evict you and force you out, and that's why we're here. So why don't we start from the beginning? Tell me what happened. How'd you find this home, this place to live?
Well, on March 1st, 2016, I found Dory, and it was not a cute little children's story. It was more like a Nightmare on Elm Street. So I found her profile on Rubase.com, and the reason why I picked her was because she purports it to be that she is the roommate. She has her picture on here. She has pictures of the home on here. She has her age. Nowhere in this
Advertised as her looking for a roommate. May I see the ad?
That is correct.
And so what ends up happening? You go to the house and...
Well, she said it would be clean. And so I went to the home and looked around, and she said she would be moving into her grandfather's bedroom.
Okay, so it does look like you're advertising to find a roommate, and you live there, but you did not live there?
No, I didn't live there. I gave her the information that I lived in Waterford.
She did live in
and
Waterford.
I was moving out at the end of April.
When the two of you met, did you tell her, I don't live in the house, someone else lives there?
Absolutely.
Before she gave you a security deposit?
Yes.
She said she was moving in at the end of her
Who did
lease. That she
you
was
think was
moving
living
in.
there when you gave her the security deposit?
I thought I was going to be the only one living there until she moved in.
Okay, and what did you find out?
I found out later that it was someone else who was living there.
Did you go to her after you gave her the security deposit and say, there's someone else living in the home, I thought it was you, I want my security deposit back, I don't want to move in?
No, because it was...
So this is not an issue, because you found out someone else was living there and you chose to move in anyway. You didn't even ask for the security deposit
I didn't have somewhere to go. I didn't have anywhere to go.
Okay, well, you made a choice. You had not paid rent, right?
That's correct.
Okay. What happens when you move in? Who's this other person?
So it's a girl half my age.
Is that a problem?
We have nothing in common. As it turns out, she was not clean. She was very nasty. She would leave the bathroom, the garbage running over.
Just show me the photos you want me to see.
She left hair all over the sink.
But she's not here. You're not suing her, right?
Is this all of them? Just give me the
No.
stack.
You just want to talk about her? Get it off your chest?
Yeah. Because, yeah, everybody needs to know she is nasty.
She left hair all over the sink, and this is your evidence of that?
Yes.
Can I see the photo? Where's the hair? That one hair. That happens sometimes.
Well, you should clean up behind yourself.
Did you not talk to the roommate?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I couldn't make her clean up.
And has she been making these complaints to you about the roommate?
Oh, she started complaining the first day she moved in.
What is this a photo of?
I sprinkled Comet down to give her a hint to clean up. And instead of cleaning up, she took all of my products and splattered them all over the bathroom and then threw them into the toilet. That's what kind of led up to everything.
So, did you move out at the end of April, ma'am?
No, because the girl put the stuff all over the bathroom.
What
and
does
then
that have to do with you moving out?
She gave me a 7-day notice.
No. In April, you give your 30... Ma'am, put your papers down. I want to understand this. April 1st, you tell her you're moving out at the end of April.
That's right.
Why did you not move out at the end of April when you gave your 30 days notice?
Because I knew she wasn't going to give me my security deposit back, and I figured I would just use up the next month with my security deposit.
Okay, so you don't get to do that, though. You do understand that, right? A security deposit is just that, a security deposit. I know people do this all the time. You gave her 30 days notice, but then you think, I'm not going to get my security deposit back, so I'm just going to stay and not pay rent for a month.
That's right.
Okay,
She wasn't going to give it to me.
But that's not legal.
But that is what a security deposit can be used for.
No, it can't be used for your rent. Your rent is due. A security deposit is for the landlord at the end to assess if there are any damages beyond normal wear and tear. Or if you fall behind on your rent, but you don't get to proactively make the decision, I'm not going to pay rent, and she can just use the security deposit for that. Because you know what happens? She turns around and she said, you know what, when you moved out, there were damages. There were things that she has to clean, and she said she had to do that out of her own pocket because she had no security deposit. So if you give her your 30 days notice on April 1st,
Yes.
that you are moving out at the end of April,
Yes.
and then you stay. You hold over illegally in the apartment for the entire month of May. And then you have the audacity to bring a lawsuit in court. You move in the middle of May. Why?
Because I didn't have anywhere else to go.
You have a tenant in the house. Do you give her the courtesy of saying, I'm moving in?
I told her I was gonna move in April, but I didn't. It changed to May.
My question to you is, you stayed in May and you said she did what to try to get you out?
Well, she cut off the lights.
When?
She entered illegally.
When? When did she cut off the lights?
She cut off the lights on May the 9th.
May 9th. Did you do that?
Your Honor, I couldn't afford to pay the bill anymore.
Now, you know that's not what's going on here.
No,
you
no,
know
no.
that, right? I've already talked to her about what she did wrong. Now I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Because you want her out. She hasn't paid May rent.
Right.
So you think you're gonna force her out by turning off the lights, and she doesn't have electricity, so she's gonna leave. You can't do that either.
Your Honor, I could not pay the bill. It was $465. I could not afford to pay it. It was nothing that had to do with her. I mean, I asked her.
Why was the bill $465?
Because maybe because I had so many other bills to pay that I couldn't pay the bill. I mean,
Okay.
I got a million bills
You have
to
a
pay.
tenant living in an apartment. This is not the electricity company coming in saying you haven't paid your bill. I'm going to turn it off. You went and had them turned off knowing she was living there. And in your ad, you say utilities are included.
Yes, I did.
But the problem is,
Your
it's
Honor,
not the utility company that turned them off. You turned them off knowing she was living there.
I was paying the utilities and I was
What
paying the
happened
water
next?
bills.
So she didn't have utilities for the rest of May?
No, she went and turned it on the next day.
I got it cut on
And then as
Monday.
soon as I moved back into the
wait,
apartment.
hold on a second. You got them turned on the next day?
Yes.
And she had them
got 'em
turned
cut
back off how many days later?
On the 19th, she went over to the house, sat down, drank a beer, and had the lights cut off. I had a camera set up.
What do you have a
She
camera
had the
set up
camera
I
for?
had
set
a
up.
camera set up
Why
because she was
are you
shady.
running surveillance in the
Because
house?
she
She
said
was
shady.
shady.
She got
Because
surveillance
she
in
was
my
shady.
house.
Let me see you submitted video? Let me see the
I
video.
did submit a video.
Do you know you're under surveillance?
No.
Yes, she does, because she
In my
walks
own
up.
house.
She done been in there
Who
a
is
whole bunch
this?
of times. I don't know who that person is she's with. She came in with somebody else.
That's my daughter.
She
probably.
looked at the camera,
And I shut
then
the
she
thing
shut
down.
the camera off.
I shut it down because I knew it was a camera on there.
You both were wrong in your actions. You did two things. You gave her notice, and then you withdrew that notice because you decided just to stay there. And then the second thing is you did not pay rent for the month of May. So you illegally stayed in the apartment for the month of May. So then you want to turn around and sue, not talk about what you did wrong, but just say, then when I was there illegally, Judge, she took illegal actions as well. What really should happen in this case is I should order you to pay her May rent, and then I could order penalties. $325 to the defendant, pay the May rent. Defendant to the plaintiff, $325 in penalties for an illegal eviction. How's that? And we go home with nothing. No one goes home with anything because two wrongs don't make a right. That's my judgment in this case. No one gets any money damages.